I'm going to be talking to you as a guest. If you are a guest or attending a meeting for the first time, I just want to say to you, welcome. And I hope to see you again and again and again. And the person that invited you to this meeting, that person truly loves you and cares for you. And they want to show you something that can take you from where you are to where you want to be. So today we're going to quickly just talk about a little bit about our company, NeoLife, and then talk about the products in terms of our health, how we should take care of our health. That is a very, very important subject that we should be talking about. And then we're going to talk about the exciting part, which is, the money, the finance side, how you can make some money through this wonderful opportunity of NeoLife. And we will hear from some of the successful people, some of the people who are making it happen through this opportunity of NeoLife. So welcome, everybody. Good to see all of you. And I hope wherever you are safe and protected, and make sure that, you keep your distance and you do all the right things. So for today, let's start off here as to who we are and what we're all about. This is a company that has been around for a number of years. We have a rich history. We've stood the test of time. To be exact, we are celebrating 63 years as a company internationally. This is an international company that you would find in more than 50 countries, and we're still growing. Next month or very soon, we're going to be opening up brand new offices, which is Mozambique and Maputo. I'm excited about this because that just goes to show the impact of our company, NeoLife. And we're on a mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place. Through our products, we can help people to live healthier. Through our compensation plan, we can help people to have better finances, to prepare for the future. But not only that, the values that we have that guide our business, they go hand in hand with our mission. The values of honesty and integrity. People are number one. Products that work. That is who we are. That is what we are all about. And we have a long-range vision. When you look at this business, when you look at NeoLife, when you start your business with NeoLife, mustn't think that this is just a business for a short space of time. You can pass this business from one generation to another. But it doesn't end there. When you start up, you're not by yourself, because we are there to support you each and every step of the road at NeoLife. When I say we are there to support you each and every step of the road, as a company, we do everything that you require that is important for you to do your business. We have the warehouses, the manufacturing, the packaging of the products. We have, our offices where you can collect the products. We make sure that all of that is done for you so that you can do this business. When you start up, you have your websites, all of this for a fraction of what you would be paying to start a business. There is so much support. It is unbelievable. So when you start up in this business, rest assured that NeoLife will be there, and your sponsor and your team will be there to support you each and every step of the road. But now, talking about the most important part in our business, which is the foundation of our business, is our products. But before we talk about these wonderful products that we have in NeoLife, I just want to talk about your health. Your health is your greatest wealth. Wherever you are, whoever you are, how young, how old, how mature you are, your health is your greatest wealth. And the most important thing, we need to be taking care of our health. And the first thing, or the first person that you should always look out for, is you. And you need to make sure that you are healthy at all times. And when we're talking about health, we all know the challenges that people are facing today. We have the coronavirus, COVID, and people, they are just not well out there. We have chronic diseases, lifestyle and degenerative diseases that are wreaking havoc around them. Even though we're talking about the COVID, but we still have those chronic diseases that are a challenge. And we need to take care of our health when we are young, so that when we get to a later stage in life, at least, our bodies can look after us. Now, I'm just going to show you in the form of a graph how we live our lives. And, the line at the bottom there shows how many years we should be living. Doctors and scientists tell us that we should be living to around about 100. And it is possible. We're seeing people living to about 100 and even beyond that. And the vertical line on the side, that just shows how healthy you are. We live in 3 different zones. And the one on top is a vibrant zone, and the one in the middle, that is a tired zone. And then at the bottom, closer to 0% healthy, that is called the sick zone. And by the way, if you get to 0%, it means that you are no longer with us. You have kicked the bucket. So we don't want to talk about people who are at 0%, but we want to talk about how we live our lives. We spend most of our lives in the sick and tired zone, less time in the vibrant zone. Who would be the people in the vibrant zone? Young people, young children. They are the ones who you would find in the vibrant zone with lots and lots of energy, because the parents are still providing and giving them and guiding them, to make sure that they're eating correctly. But when you get to young adults, which is in the tired zone, this is when we see a lot of people losing their energy because of a lot of different things. This could be your stress. It could be, because of time. And all of this, people are not getting enough nutrition in their diet, and they are constantly tired and lethargic, and you'll be in the tired zone. And then the sick zone, when you get to your 40s, 50s, everything just starts falling apart. Chronic diseases, you just become a magnet of chronic diseases. Your blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes, you name it. All of these, they just start coming your way. And as I said, we spend more time on the sick and tired zone, which is not where we should be living or spending time. We should be spending more time in the vibrant zone. So as a company, we all know that the most important part in our body is our cells, because our cells make up our bodies, and these cells, they need to be protected, renewed, protected all the times, and they need to get enough nutrition, and the right nutrition for that matter. And this is a typical cell, healthy cell. This is what it should look like. It should allow all the nutrients to go into the cell and the waste to go out of the cell. The membrane of the cell wall should be permeable and function properly. But you know what? I know for the people who are in the sick and tired zone, their cells would look like this. The membrane or the cell wall is hard and impermeable. There's little nutrients or nutrition that goes into the cell and little waste that goes out. And if your cell looks like this, basically it means that you are not well, you are sick, or you are tired. And if you're feeling tired right now, or you are feeling you're constipated or not well, it means that your cells are just looking like this. And we should not have our cells looking like this. At NeoLife, and not just only at NeoLife, even the World Health Organization, they talk about the wellness pyramid, how we should be living our lives. At the bottom, we should be doing more of exercising. We should be doing more of the whole grains, eating more whole grains, eating more fruits and vegetables, less protein, little fats and sugars. And, this is how we're supposed to be living. This is a NeoLife wellness pyramid. We all know, we go around, we see this pyramid, not only from NeoLife, but from many other nutritionists, dietitians, or doctors. You will see something similar to this. This is a NeoLife wellness pyramid. This is a typical lifestyle pyramid. This is how we live. We eat more of the fats and sugars, more of the proteins, our meat, little fruits and vegetables, whole grains, little to none, and exercise. Many of us, we do not exercise. But I know that it's not easy to get hold of all of these whole grains. They are very, very important in our diet. They contain essential oils, the lipids and sterols, which are important for the function of our cells. Our whole grains, that is rice, wheat, and soya. We should be eating more of the brown rice, whole wheat bread, but we're not getting that in our diet because of the cost sometimes. Fruits and vegetables, 5 to 14 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. We all know that in some communities, a banana costs around about 2 Rand, 3 Rand, 5 Rand, just one banana. If you're a family of 5, you might not be able to afford all of this. But it's not all doom and gloom, ladies and gentlemen. At NeoLife, we have a solution to some of these challenges. And one of that solution is a product that we call Pro Vitality. The Pro Vitality is packed with whole foods. It has everything that you would require normally. And when I say that you would require, I normally say that this is a buffet because it contains your fish, it contains your fruits, it contains your whole grains, your vitamins and minerals. Basically, the Pro Vitality, it is packed with so much. And with just taking Pro Vitality, it would make a huge difference in your health. It's good for your heart, powerful, antioxidants are in the immune system. It's good for your brain, good for your joints, for your vision, for your skin, for your hair, for cellular health. It is very, very important. And the easiest way, just to explain the power of Pro Vitality is just that it fights the evil twins of inflammation and oxidation. And not only that, you know what? It keeps all of these funny things away from you. And when you take this Pro Vitality on a regular basis, I guarantee you that it will make a huge difference in your health. And this is just one of the products that we have at NeoLife. We have many, many, many more. I mean, we have different ranges of products from your skincare products. We have cleaning products for your home, because it doesn't help that you fix the inside and you don't fix the outside. So we have all of these wonderful products that are biodegradable, environmentally friendly. And we've had these products for many years. And as I said, we're an international company. Rest assured, these products have a stamp of guarantee. Not only that, we have scientists who make sure that we develop the best of the best. Our products are based in nature and backed by science, meaning that these are foods that we're supposed to be getting in our diet on a regular basis. But unfortunately, we cannot afford it. We can't get them. But we at NeoLife, we're making it easy for you. And you get this Pro Vitality in a pack with 30 sachets that you can take throughout the month. This should be used by the entire family. So if you haven't had or haven't used this Pro Vitality, please speak to the person that invited you to this meeting, or who has shared, before with you the value of Pro Vitality. Please start taking this Pro Vitality. It will make a huge difference to you. And now we're going to talk about the other important part in our business, which is the business opportunity. And I just want to say that today, you all know the challenges that people are facing. People have a lot of uncertainty about jobs, whether they're going to keep their jobs. Other people don't even have jobs at this point. And, I was listening to the news the other day, and I just got so upset, even though I wasn't supposed to be upset. But it just, when you look at the economy, the direction that the economy is going, you understand that it's not going to be easy for children that are going to university, people or children that are leaving university to find jobs. But it's not only that, even for those people that have jobs, some of them, they are not getting their normal salaries. They're getting less than what they were earning or getting before. At NeoLife, we have a business opportunity, a startup opportunity that you can start wherever you are. And you don't need a lot of things to start up this business. And this business, when I say that you can start up anywhere, you can do it part-time or full-time. And it can make a huge difference for the future of your children, your future. There are questions that sometimes we don't want to talk about, or things that we don't want to talk about. How's your retirement? How's your savings? How is your car? Education for your children? These are the questions that sometimes when we are asked, we don't want to talk or engage in those conversations. Let me just show you how the NeoLife business works. It is not a complicated thing, but it requires time and passion. Everything begins or starts with you, the most important person here. You have dreams and goals and desires that you want to achieve. And I believe that NeoLife is that vehicle that can take you to where you want to be. You partner or you start up with NeoLife and you start your business for less than 3,000 Rand. Where would you find a business with everything available for less than 3,000 Rand? When you start up this business, you buy directly from the company and you buy at a discount. Not only that you buy at a discount, also you qualify for so many other things, so many other discounts, and you have an opportunity to build a business internationally, not locally where you stay. You have an opportunity to build the business internationally. And when you start this business, there are certain things that you need to do. You will receive your kit with all the tools that you require initially to start your business and how you run your business. Your sponsor, or the person that invited you here today, they will show you exactly what is it that is required out of you. And when you got your kit, now you get going from day one. You don't need to wait until tomorrow or the next day. You get going in this business. And there are certain things that you need to do. in this business, because like in any job, there are things that you have to do to become successful, to achieve your dreams and your goals. And we call these at NeoLife the 3 daily success habits. Daily success habits, number 1, you have to use the products because you have to buy from your own business. Number 2, you need to talk about our products, talk to other people, share these products with other people. So let's say you use a Pro Vitality. It could be a Pro Vitality and a cleaning product, or any other product for that matter in your home. And when you start using these products, you're going to feel good. You're going to have a story about the Pro Vitality, and people might even see a difference in you. They might start seeing lots of energy from you. Your skin might start to glow, and they will ask you, what are you using? And this is when you go to daily success habit number 2. You start sharing the products. And when you start sharing the products, what's going to happen? Let's say you're sharing with about 6 people. You're going to start getting some money coming your way, which could be around about 1,000 Rand, which will be your profits and bonuses. 1,000 Rand will make a huge difference. For some people, they might look at 1,000 Rand and think 1,000 Rand is not enough. But 1,000 Rand times 12, that's 12,000 Rand. For those who want to buy a cow, you can buy a cow. 12,000 Rand for those who want to deposit something, you can make a better deposit. And for your children's school fees, that will make a difference. Continue to do this. Talk to people, share the products. You can make more than 1,000 Rand. But let's go to daily success habit number 2, which is sharing the opportunity. Sharing the opportunity with other people. Let's say you have 3 people that you know, friend, a relative, a neighbor, colleagues, people that you know at work, at church, you name it. And those 3 people, they do just like you. They start using the product, sharing the products. Your profits and bonuses will go to around about 1,800. That's huge. And this could be your 2nd month or even your 1st month if you started this business. And if you just go out there and do it the way that your upline is sharing it with you. And when you start sharing this opportunity and you helping other people to achieve more, basically duplicating yourself, they getting 1,800, you would get to a position which we call a director. And this is a position that we always gearing everybody when they're starting to get to director, because when you get to a director level, that is when you qualify for the maximum sales volume bonus. You qualify for special events, special incentives, special recognition at our biggest events, and there's so many more that you can qualify for or as a director. But when you become a director, the income changes from 1,800. Your bonuses can average around about 8,000 Rand. 8,000 Rand times that by 12, that is nearly 100,000 Rand per annum. If you're doing this part-time, that is huge. That makes a huge difference in your life. Now, as you continue in this business, obviously I'm talking about duplicating personal development, personal growth, helping other people to grow. You become a leader in your team, in your organization. You help those people to become leaders themselves. You help your friend, relative, and neighbor to become a director as well. What will happen to you? You will not just become a director, but you will become a world team member. As a world team member, you qualify for special events, special travel, international and local, specialized training like leadership schools, incentives, you name it. And your income average, if you have 1, 2, 3 director in your organization, can be between 15 to 35,000. I know that there are people who have like 3 directors who are earning more than 35,000 income in a month. For me, that is huge. There are people who've gone to school, got education, got degrees. They're not earning this kind of money. There are people who are on retirement who are earning this money because of NeoLife. And there are people who are uncertain about the future. Here's a business opportunity that can change your life. Continue to duplicate yourself. Go and develop more than 6 directors. And you'll not just become a world team member, you'll become a president's team member. As a president's team member, it means that you would be earning an average of around about 90,000 Rand per month. 90,000 Rand per month. I don't know what to say, but that's a lot of money. But if you're earning about 90,000 Rand a month, whether you're doing this business full-time or part-time, not only that you're earning that money, but the amount of people's lives that you have changed in the process, the future of your children, of the next generation is just amazing. And this business, it depends on you. How hungry are you for success? How important it is for you to do this business to achieve more out of life? If you want to know more about this business, spend some time with the person that invited you to this meeting. But before, we close off, or we get to the close, I know that there are some people who want to hear some of the stories from some of our distributors that have achieved more out of this business, whose lives are truly changing on a regular basis. I just want to say to you, we have people today that are going to be sharing their stories. And these stories are very, very important, because if they can do it, you can do it too. So I just want to welcome all the way from the land of the brave, and that is none other than Aaron Shilongo. Aaron, please come up, put up your video. I want to see you and want to hear from you what this business has done for you. How are you, Aaron?
Very good. How are you, Brendan?
I'm fantastic. Good. Fantastic. Good to hear from you. Please, Aaron, take it away. Share with us, how did you get involved? What has happened with your life through this opportunity of NeoLife?
All right. Good evening, everybody on this call. As you have heard, my name is Aaron Shilongo. And by profession, I'm a pilot. I fly for one of the aviation companies in Namibia. And for part-time, I'm glad to say I'm a NeoLife distributor doing this business on a part-time basis. So I'm very excited to be part of NeoLife. I just want to share a quick story about NeoLife and my life before NeoLife. So my life before NeoLife was somehow very hard and not having direction, not having any motivation. And I was faced with a lot of challenges. I remember back then when I was a student, one of my challenges was money, getting tired of asking for money from people. And also when you do ask for money, the money that you get is not enough to last you throughout the month. So that became very frustrating for me. And so growing up, I was always looking for opportunities. Another challenge I had health challenges. So during the flu season, I will always get a flu. So those are my two main challenges that were really disturbing me. But the beauty of life is you get awarded with opportunities. And my mom, who happened to be part of NeoLife, invited me to join her and partner up with her. So that's the beauty of NeoLife. You can build it with family and so forth. So we joined up and we started building a very good business. And that was, I think, one of my best decisions I've ever made in my life, because it solved the solutions of money. I started working the business with mom. I started going out. I started becoming more positive. I started becoming more open-minded about things. And I really gained a lot in terms of personal growth and also in terms of health-wise. So that for me, I'm really grateful for the NeoLife opportunity. I think that was back then, but let's bring the things to the current situation. Me being a pilot, and obviously COVID happened. It affected me very negatively. I remember borders started closing, countries' borders started closing. You couldn't fly from one country to another. So everything came to a lockdown. And there was a lot of uncertainty about my job in terms of I didn't know whether I'll have a job coming next month. And this brought a lot of frustration as a person, not knowing what the future holds. I think to make things worse is the salaries got reduced.
Yo.
Yeah. So that was another blow. But what I said is, instead of feeling sorry for myself, instead of going into a pity party, I decided to use this time to pay more attention to the business. So I invested more time into the business. I started following up on my old prospects. I started following up on clients that were just, for us, we have a name list, but there are some at the name list at the bottom there that you never had got to. So I started really putting much more effort into the business. And, you know, it's amazing to have that assurance that even though I'm not being paid fully, I have NeoLife that supplements my income. So I feel very blessed, and I'm very grateful for NeoLife, because I look at other pilots, for example, they are in the same boat, but they don't have a plan B that's helping them out. I know of pilots that they took their kids out of private schools for homeschooling, because the expenses are too much and they have to downgrade their lifestyles. But I feel blessed that NeoLife came my way, and I'm still able to live a comfortable life where I can still sustain myself. So Brendan, I'm really grateful for that. And you know, nowadays it's a matter of when you get phone calls from friends that you haven't seen for a long time, and they're asking you, how have you been? How are you doing? You know, those conversations usually end up directed to NeoLife, sharing the NeoLife. I'm saying, I'm doing great. You know, despite the negativity, the uncertainty, I have NeoLife. Oh, what is this NeoLife? And that's how I start to share the business opportunity. So I'm really grateful. I just feel that if NeoLife can do this for me, because NeoLife doesn't discriminate. It doesn't discriminate whether you're educated or not educated, whether you have a lot of degrees or whatnot. So if NeoLife can do this for me, I really believe that it can do it for you. So I'm really very thankful for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Aaron. I know that, you know, in the process, in the couple of months, well, 2 months ago, you stepped up, you and Mom stepped up to World Team. So that is exciting again, because there's so many things that are ahead of you, and your business is just growing. And I know that is expanding to other countries, not just only in Namibia. So thank you very much for sharing your story. And here it is, you know, I just want to tell you guys, you know, this business is just an amazing business. As Aaron mentioned, it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter where you come from, as long as you have a dream. If you want to change your life, take this opportunity. Thank you very much, Aaron. Great stuff there. You know, this business, it doesn't matter as who you are, where you're from, young or old. We're talking to Aaron, who's still got a job, you know, but here's an opportunity that has changed his life. But more importantly, you know, I've got another couple that are going to come up and they're going to share their story. They've been in the business for some time. They've achieved so much through this business, and they are enjoying life and they're living their lives to the fullest. Mark and Shane, please put up your video. Let's see you. Hello, Mark. Hello, Shane. How are you guys?
Hi, Brandon. Good to see you.
Well, welcome. You know, it's been long overdue, you know, for you to come up and share your story. Mark and Shane, please share your story. Tell us, how did you get involved in this business? How has it changed your life and many other people's lives out there?
Brandon, thanks so much for the opportunity to share. Just a little bit of an introduction on us. First of all, my background is in horticulture and environmental management. And Shane is a bookkeeper by profession, but she will tell more of her story. So I'll hand over to her and let her take it away first, and I'll come back a bit later on. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Mark and I both had home-based mothers, and we really appreciated that. So when we had children, we decided we would like to have our children have me be a home-based mom in that time, and so that I'd be able to be available to our children. After our third child came along, and we realized that we needed to come up with some plan of some extra income. And so I started a plant nursery that I could do from our property. It was hard work, but that didn't really frighten me. At least there was some income and I could still be home-based. During that time, I was treated by a doctor who had an interest in health and allergies. And amongst other things, she recommended to me that I use the NeoLife vitamin B. She said it was the best on the market, and who was I to argue with that? So I was ready to try. I found a local distributor, and after a while she suggested that we had a look at the business. And we eventually did. It took us a long time because Mark was extremely busy, and he just didn't have time to get together with us all, at the times that we were appointed. And eventually we got together, and I remember Mark being embarrassingly skeptical. Oh, he was so skeptical in it. But I decided that I would register to be able to get the products at the discounted rate, because we were living from month to month and things were tight. But I thought, well, if we could get the discount from the products, that would, because I really, really wanted to keep using them, then that would help make a difference. I didn't for a moment think that we would ever, I didn't dare think that we could actually make money out of the business. It was just the discount that I thought I was prepared to trust. I do like to get value out of what I do. So we agreed that we would go to the training and learn about the various products that there were, or that they are, and maximize our discount, and that way we would get better value. And so we rented various trainings, and as we started using the products, we became more and more excited about the products, and started getting excited about the business because the products were really, really good. We could feel the difference. I loved the fact that the products were environmentally friendly and children friendly too. So they were safe to have in the home, and we became inspired by the success stories that we heard. And Mark will share some more on that.
Fantastic. Yes. I was, as Shane said, very skeptical. I didn't believe in nutrition, although my background, as I said, was horticulture. But once the product started to kick in and I got excited about what they were doing, our sponsor persuaded us rather pushily to go to a function in Bloemfontein, where we saw the bigger picture. And I saw people that I recognized from a professional background who, if I sort of looked at them and I thought, but they're in senior positions. If they need money, I'm not where they are. I need money too. And so we started to work the business. We came back after that event. It was about 6 months into the business. And we'd not really achieved much by then. Still skeptical, but my belief improved so much. And that 6 months later, we stepped up to what in our term is called a director. And we were really excited. And so we committed ourselves to go to the events and the training. And in our situation, some of the bigger events were in a city nearby. And we used to have to travel down on a Friday at month end and again on the Saturday. So we would do 600 kilometers on a weekend because we were just so hungry to get this extra income and to learn what we needed to learn in order to grow the business. And it was amazing. I'd always thought of myself as a positive person, but we discovered in this business that attitude is one of the most important things. And through the training and the support systems and the personal growth things, we discovered that we could change our thinking. And as we changed our thinking, we could change what was happening in our own lives. And I believed that in this business that your upline was going to support you, but through the care and the love of an upline who said to me, if you want to grow this business, you need to take ownership. And so what happened, I had to start practicing to do the presentations. And I never saw myself presenting to people. So I presented to the empty chairs in our dining room and our lounge to get good at doing the presentation because I wanted to make this extra money. And so that was really quite an exciting journey, talking to all these empty chairs. The family thought I was crazy, but here we are today. We've had a lot of fun, and it's just been so much encouragement to us and to other people too, as we've gained our confidence and we've continued to do the things that we needed to do. And I'm going to ask Shane to maybe just share a little bit more about the growth side for herself as well.
Yeah, and just thinking as the business has grown, we've in that time just we've met such lovely people and we've had such a lot of fun with them. We really have just quality people, and it's just so super to have those in our team. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not used to this going one to the other. some of the things that we've experienced, you know, obviously it didn't happen all at once. I remember going to the trainings and seeing these people who were going to go off to world conventions and thinking, oh, would that ever happen to us? But by consistently working and just being persistent, it was amazing how after a little while we actually were invited to go free to a world convention in Mexico. Well, we just couldn't believe it. You see, I had never dreamed of traveling because I didn't think there was ever any chance that we could do that. And suddenly here we were going to be going to Mexico. And there've been a number of trips which we'll tell you about, but we've had such a lot of adventures and such a lot of fun things that have happened to us in our lives. It's been in this near lifetime. And I remember being so skeptical and thinking, this is too good to be true. But finding that the more we scratched, the better it got. And so, yeah, that was an amazing experience, because I really at first thought we were going to uncover something that wasn't good. But in all the years we've been in the business, we've still keep finding things get better and better. So, Mark, tell them about an adventure that we had in Mexico.
Well, no, I'm not going to talk about an adventure in Mexico. I'll come back to that just now. But, you know, one of the things that happened for me, for a long time, I was still full-time employed in senior middle management. But I discovered that if I planned my diary, nobody else would plan my diary. So having a structured time and being prepared to travel and work with my team, in those days, we didn't have the internet like we have today. So everything that we did was having to get in the car and go somewhere. But the rewards that have come out of that, because we were so broke when we started that we couldn't even afford to buy these beautiful pies at a farm stall on the way to the big city that we used to go to, because we just didn't have enough money. But eventually the car got so used to going in there that it almost turned in automatically when we got past the farm store, because those pies were just so good. You know, we were also so broke that vehicles were an issue. The number of times we had breakdowns with vehicles in the early years, but we still made a plan to get to where we needed to go. We could talk for hours about those kind of things. We're just so grateful that we've been able to have a full day domestic who works with us for 5 days a week. So it takes care of the running of the home for us, that we have the time to enjoy the lifestyle that this NeoLife business gives us. And talking about the travel and the holidays, what's really exciting that for a number of years, once we qualified and got onto the world team, NeoLife's world team events were invariably on the dates around our wedding anniversary. So we had wonderful holidays in Hong Kong and Mexico and in London and in Livingston and in Zambia and in Dubai and places like that, that we were able to go to and celebrate our wedding anniversary. But what also happened is that when we went to Hong Kong, our daughter had recently moved over to Taiwan. And so we just went a day or two early and we chopped over on a plane. We went and visited her in Taiwan. We would never have gone without that, because my job would never have made me the opportunity for that. And that was still while I was working full time. And so that was really exciting. And then two very memorable things that happened for me was 2 long road trips. One I did with our daughter, the one who's overseas, and we traveled all the way up through Botswana, up into Zimbabwe, into Zambia rather. And then later on, I did another 2-week trip with my youngest son, where we were 2 weeks away, and we went all the way up to Copperbelt, and we were doing business along the way. And just such special time to spend with family members, your children, on the road, traveling and experiencing things that they would never have experienced if it hadn't been for this incredible NeoLife business. And then, of course, it's always so special when you can travel and do a business trip with your own wife. And so you can go and visit family and go and work your team and go and do things like that. So it's really been an awesome experience. In Mexico, when we went there, we were able to do snorkeling in the Garrafon Wilderness Reserve. And amongst the fishes in this warm tropical water, it really was very, very exciting. However, move forward a couple of years, I was able to take retirement. But before I talk about that, Shane maybe wants to say a thing or two, and then we'll wrap up.
Okay. One of the things that I've been able to do is, we've got 2 grandchildren and they live in the UAE, and I've been able to go for a month at a time for each of them and be able to go and be grandma support, and yet still be able to give remote support to Mark during that time as well. And I mean, there's just no ways I could have taken off a month with a job. And it's just been so lovely to be able to be flexible and to go and visit my parents when they weren't well and take care of them. And yeah, it's just, yeah, fabulous.
Yeah, we need to sort of move towards wrap up, but just a couple of things. My health is awesome. I had a suspected heart attack at the time of the business, and that was really scary. I'm now nearly 67 this year. I'm on absolutely no medication. I run on a regular basis, and Shane is not on there. But what's happened, because we're so well and so healthy, we've been able to do some crazy things. When we were in Zambia at Livingston, we swam in the Devil's Pool and overlooked the Victoria Falls down into the gorge. What an awesome experience to be with other NeoLife family members and doing that sort of thing. And then when we had the World Team event at the Palace of the Lost City, we did a 1 kilometer, I think it's a 1 kilometer zip line, where the top speed is 160 kilometers an hour when you go down the zip line. What an experience. And again, we would never have had that if it hadn't been for this business. And then things like Mauritius and places like that. It's just such an incredible thing.
Places we would never have been if it wasn't for NeoLife.
Totally. So, you know, we've made extra money. And even during this time of lockdown, our business from the year to year grew by 43%. And yet we were sitting in front of our computers doing Zoom meetings, doing presentations and things like that. Where can you increase your income by 43% in a lockdown situation when so many people are suffering? I mean, when I look at the number of people I know who are struggling, their businesses have closed, they're on short pay, they're working short hours, and they are really struggling. And this business gives us such flexibility because we can travel and do business. But when we travel, we can also go and do sightseeing and enjoy the things in God's creation and really appreciate everything that God has given us. We have no office. We don't have to have a shop. We don't have to have a warehouse. We just have a phone and off we go. And we can go and have fun wherever we are, literally anywhere in the world, and we can do our business. And we've got no fixed hours. We can determine our own hours and we can determine our own income. And then on top of it, we've got these incredible friendships that we've built up. People in our own team, people in other teams within the group that we are. And we're just so excited. And then the bigger family that we have within the NeoLife family, those people that encourage you and support you, want to see you succeed. And I really want to thank God for people like Charlie and Alta Bolton, who are our organization upline leaders who have really given themselves to us and to our team, our upline president's team members, Jeff and Rachel Riley, who've also encouraged us at times when that was tough. You know, when we used to only eat bread and toast and tea in the evenings because there wasn't money for anything else. And then our own team, we have such a wonderful group of leaders. And even during this lockdown time, we've had a new Emerald director step up. And then also on top of that, we have a new Sapphire director. And we're just so proud of our team and that we can be part of an organization and a business that has such a positive impact on the lives of so many people. So I'm not retired. I have been retreaded. And when you have a purpose in life, there's no need to retire. You just need to keep up and keep going and have fun and make a difference in other people's lives. And for young people, I wish I was much younger when I started this business, because our quality of life today, I believe, would have been so different to what it is right now. And it could have been so much better than what it is right now. And I believe that with what we've got from NeoLife, the support, the people like Brandon and Drew, and all sorts of people around the world who have put all the infrastructure in place, that we can have a powerful business that develops a residual income and that we can share that for generations to come. From my side, thank you very much, and God bless to all of you.
Wow, thank you. That was just so powerful and awesome. Well done, guys. I truly enjoyed your talk and sharing your stories, what this business has done for you. And I'm just wondering, to the person who is listening to this for the first time, what is your excuse? And if you have done it, if you have achieved so much, you know what? You are an inspiration to many of the people that are on the call today. And I just want to say thank you very much, Mark and Shane, for your story. Thank you very much, and God bless.
You're welcome.
Wow, that is just incredible what this business can do for you. And I just want to say to all of the people that are on the call today, you know what? This business has no limits whatsoever. You all know what is happening out there. Take this business with both hands and run with it. It will take you to where you want to be. I don't know where it is, but I know that it is beautiful. It is rosy. It is just fun, with full of lifestyle and all the things that you have ever thought of. So thank you very much. God bless. Good night.
Night.
Good night.